Has to be High Roller Hooker.
Hey, whose line is it anyway? Watching all the episodes before the new one comes on, with dessert, so you get to see me have supper and dessert. Alright. Hamilton Fudge Squirrel, by the way. It's what I call Fudge Swirl. Ever since like 6th grade. Okay, so enough whose line. Let's go to my next tournament. Disney, or DC, versus Marvel villains. You ready for this? Because the computer lost it. Alright. So, I'm gonna reveal a couple more things in this round that you guys might want to know, as well as a couple fun facts and, you know, stuff. Now this round, I'm proud to say, is a canon game changer. And by canon, I mean I asked permission before I could do this. The levels of consciousness have reached newer levels than before, as the universes finally collide. For 1 month ago, in the Disney vs. non-Disney Villains War Round 4, Mog had sent Sharptooth to face off Maleficent. However, Maleficent defeated him and sent Mog in a rage. But before he could think of a plan to get rid of her, he discovers that Owlman has found a way into his universe. That's right, my character and their character. Basically, I asked if Owlman could ask Mog for a spare supercomputer. And I'm actually interested if there is anything Owlman can do to help Mog with his plans. So that is for 73 Windman and Man-Who-Woo, because that's how I pronounce it. I mean, it's Man-Who, and then you have more ooh, so it's Man-Who-Woo. It's a Man-Who-Woo. I like yours, JC, but you know what? I like mine better. Or, not better. I like them both, now that you've been saying it for so long. Anyways, I also used Rage of Sparta, which was the music from Round 4. And now we're off to my Captain America medley, as the Magneto's acolytes face the Mutant Masters, or the Mutant Trio. I got like both names when I was making this thing, okay? So I keep mixing them up. And again, the DC characters that are from most of the DC characters from Batman the Brave and the Bold are being sent by a special someone that you're gonna see next round. That's the thing. I'm also checking for stuff. People might show up. Alright. So, yeah, this is a lot of fun to make, and Batman the Brave and the Bold, I love this show so much. I mean, all these characters that you never get to see, you see them. It's absolute love for the nostalgic, like me. That's why I like Epic Mickey so much. You see so many characters you don't see. That's why I love Scarecrow of Romney Marsh. It's one of the best, one of my favorite Disney miniseries from the 1950s. Excuse me. Alright. Here we are at Kraven the Hunter versus Ultra Humanite. Kraven discovers Dinosaur Island, as well as the fact that all the dinosaurs are being controlled by a mind known as Ultra Humanite. It is up to Kraven to defeat Ultra Humanite, in order to survive the island. What the heck? And this is why I can't have nice things. Alright, back to this. Sorry. Advertisements, you know? It's one of the things I hate about Google Chrome. When you're on YouTube, you get so many friggin' advertisements. Alright. This is getting really wet. This has been around for a while. I'm actually going to mention right now that this Captain America medley took forever to create. There's a part later on where I wish I had started at a different position so that we could get more epics, or get more epicosity out of it, I guess. Alright. Silverman and Tombstone versus Cheshire. Cheshire has been hired by someone to get rid of Tombstone. However, she was unaware that Silvermane would be at the deal, or be at the table. And since Silvermane is with Tombstone, they both do what they can to stop Cheshire. Now, another thing to mention, a question was asked about why Silvermane was working with Tombstone. Well, I never mentioned what the actual conversation between them is about. Basically, there is a criminal underworld being ruled by a certain someone known as the Big Man. And as much as Silvermane likes to be known as the Big Man, as much as Tombstone likes to be known as the Big Man, there's a bigger Big Man. And they don't like that. So as much as they hate each other, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Alright. Ra's al Ghul versus fashion disaster Baron Mordo Sr. Okay, so Baron Mordo Sr. wants control over all of Ra's al Ghul's stuff, like his soldiers, his weapons, his factories, and all that. And the two duel. I really wanted to do a sword fight, so I had to throw this one in. And also, Fist of Steel. In the end, they're not much for Ra's al Ghul, which is how you pronounce it. Okay, right here is when I wish I had started a little later in the song. Okay, so Absorbing Man versus Killer Croc. Absorbing Man is interested in a mute, in someone known as Killer Croc. He sends Absorbing Man to bring him into his faction. But Killer Croc has had enough green. He doesn't, I don't know. Basically, Killer Croc really doesn't like the leader. He discovered at some point one of his plans involving tacos. He doesn't like tacos. That's canon in my story. And basically, a backup plan, if Killer Croc didn't want to join, then he is to be destroyed. So it's now a fight to the death over tacos. This is still a part of the stage where I was really not paying attention to what I was putting together. I just wanted to put a fight so that you guys could join. Okay, technically this is Sony Hado. Basically, Sony wanted to kill someone off, and I gave him an opportunity. And now the reason is for tacos. And no, Deadpool will not be a part of this fight. As much as he loves tacos, his real love is chimichangas. Alright. Magneto versus Dr. Polaris and Zebra Man. Dr. Polaris and Zebra Man have been sent to destroy Magneto before he can get all of his mutant buddies together. You'll find out who soon. So thanks to Brave and the Bold, I really have fallen in love with some of these lower rank villains. And heroes. Haunted Tank, Dr. Polaris, Gentleman Ghost, Hawk and Dove, Creeper, Question. Okay, I've loved Question and Creeper since like the animated, like DC animated universe, but I like them a little more here. As well as Equinox and the Music Meister. Yeah, it's all good. Okay. Epilogue. So, we have Ultron is talking to his top scientists, Dr. T.O. Morrow and Mr. Twister, voiced by John Delancey, for all you Discord fans, when the Tornado Tyrant returns to report that the deal is successful and they are now in an alliance with Dr. Doom and, extra bonus, Loki. And they are pleased with this, as I am pleased with my fudge squirrel ice cream. Alright. Meantime, Baron Mordo Jr. takes this opportunity to seize what his father had created and heads to Argminzola to help him out with reclaiming, or to help him with taking keeping control over the Zemo Empire. And now Loki hears about Ares' escape. Basically, I'll tell this in the prologue wars, like what happened between those two and why they hate each other so much. Now he needs to figure out how to stop them. In the meantime, Cheshire Cat is freed by Sportsmaster. And if you know the series of Young Justice, I'm going with their continuity of them as father and son. Magneto goes to Mystique to help put together a new brotherhood. And the Gas Gang, who are allied with Ra's al Ghul, inform him of the Mandarin. And the Mandarin decides to call in some help to take him out. And of course, Joker! I know not a lot of people on the forum, sad to say, like this particular version of Joker. But I liked it. I've liked it since day one. It's definitely more classic, more nostalgic. Again, I mean, or I haven't mentioned this before, pretty much Batman Brave and the Bold, it's a love note to like Silver Age comics. Which definitely helped shape, I don't know. I mean, I'd say help shape who they are today, but you know, there's a new 52. So, the round is over. See you all next time.